Hello, my name is Kenneth Griswold, educational consultant and independent Google Workspace developer. In partnership with the Southern Minnesota PBIS implementation project, we've developed a tool using Google Workspace applications to support effective implementation of the ClassPass behavioral intervention in your school. Because it works using applications and tools you and your colleagues may already be familiar with, such as Google Sheets, we hope you'll see the value in using this tool to manage the interventions in your setting. Before we begin, a word of caution. Because this tool is designed to collect and manage student data, we recommend using this tool only within a Google Workspace for Education domain and limiting access to only those staff who should have access to the student data in line with your school or district's policies on student data privacy. Now, let's begin. In this video, I'll walk you through how to get started with the CPI tool. When you first open the template link on the PBIS Minnesota website or from GriswoldK12.com, you will first need to make a copy of the template. Ultimately, you will make a new copy for each student that you are enrolling in the intervention. Click the Use Template button on the top right to make your copy. If prompted to do so, click Allow Access. This is required to allow some formulas in the spreadsheet to work properly. Don't worry about renaming the file at this point. That will be done automatically as you complete setup. Next, we'll continue with step 2 of admin setup by authorizing the scripts to run. Click the button to run authorization, then click OK when prompted. Here, double check that you're selecting the correct Google account on your school domain, then click Continue, then scroll down and select Allow. After a few moments, the script will run and we'll be ready to move on to step 3. Here, we will complete the form including all of the details we need to run the intervention. We begin with the CPI Intervention Manager or Interventionist, name and email address. Next, we add the student's name, their homeroom teacher, then up to 5 PBIS expectations from your school-wide PBIS model. These will be used on the rubric when teachers score student behavior throughout the day. Next, enter each schedule block in the student's schedule. These represent the hours or blocks within the day that the student's behavior will be scored or evaluated by a teacher or staff member. Next, enter up to 3 parent or guardian email addresses. If you enable parent reports, reports will be sent to these email addresses. Next, enter email addresses for any staff member who will be scoring or monitoring behavioral expectations for this student during the day, 1 per row up to 10. The setup script will share the spreadsheet with these users and send an email notification. Finally, in step 4, click the button indicated to run the scripts to complete the initial setup. When the script is finished running, you will see this notification. Click OK. Let's take a closer look at the Daily Log tab that has been generated for you. When you complete initial setup, the teachers identified will receive an email that includes the link to this form for the student. This is the main scoring sheet the teachers will use to track student behavior against the PBIS expectations throughout the school day. Here, staff will also indicate when a student decides to use a class pass by checking one of the boxes under Passes Used in the row. Teachers may also include any comments in the comment field. Remember that if parent reports have been enabled, parents will receive a copy of this report in their email each day, including any comments left. Note also that the form will keep track of the number of passes used throughout the day, as well as the student's percentage of points earned for the day, week, month, or school year. Before launching the intervention manager meets with the student to develop a list of acceptable and academically engaging activity choices the student may choose from when taking a class pass break. List those choices in the Pass Activity Choice column. Listed activities should be acceptable to the teacher, manageable within the classroom setting, and feasible to complete within 10 minutes. For each approved activity, use the Details column to describe the location for the activity, the adult who will supervise, and any additional important details. At the end of each day, when meeting with the student to review the day or exchange passes for rewards, use the Selected Today checkboxes to indicate any past activities chosen during the day. Next, the intervention manager meets with the student to develop a menu of acceptable reward options available to exchange for unused passes. List those choices in the Reward Choice column, then select the number of passes required to exchange for each reward from the drop-down menu. We link to 2 good online resources for reward ideas that may be useful. At the end of each day, when meeting with the student to review the day or exchange passes, use the Selected Today checkboxes to indicate any rewards chosen for that day. ClassPass Intervention Manager automates email communication with staff. After completing the initial setup, any staff member listed in the Staff User Emails section on the Admin Setup tab will automatically receive a sharing notification informing them of the new intervention for the student, providing the link to the daily log for the student, and directing them to contact you, the intervention manager, with any questions. Once you have set up the pass and reward menus, you will find printable passes on the Passes tab that you can issue to the student to turn in each day as needed. The passes list the menu of pass activities you've set up and provide a scannable QR code linking to the daily log, which can be used by staff as needed. Finally, if parent communication is desired, you will check the Parent Reports box at the top of the daily log sheet and be sure that the parent email address has been entered on the admin setup sheet. As long as this box is checked, a PDF copy of each day's scored log will be sent automatically to parents each weekday after school. Thank you for using ClassPass Intervention Manager, a project of the Southern Minnesota PBIS Implementation Project in partnership with GriswoldK12 Solutions, LLC.